You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show. Elf Centered is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons. To support this show and hear new episodes before anyone else, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media for more information. And thank you for your support.
But yeah, so they were
inebriated
and
all of the reindeer.
No, just a half of them. Especially like Blitzen. I don't know. It really activated him, but Donner, yes, Donner had an extra dose.
Well, so there was no Mr. Yuck sticker. There should have been a Mr. Yuck sticker on that bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Elf Centered, everybody. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Mud. Gary.
Yeah. Are you saying your name is Mud?
Yeah.
After that.
Well, I don't. We were just talking. If you're just tuning in, we were just talking about the reindeer races, and I don't blame you for what happened. I blame me for putting way too much money on a reindeer. Like I should have bet sensibly, and I think that's a good lesson for everybody: is to bet sensibly.
Right.
If you're going to bet on the reindeer races, but we won't. Next year, I hope there are reindeer races again.
I hope hope the reindeers get out of rehab.
Yeah, in time for December.
Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
Can you believe that we're just I mean, it's the end of August already. We are just a few months away. September, October, November.
It's really heating up.
That's it.
I am feeling it big time. I don't know about you.
Well, people are walking their shoes apart because they're so busy.
I know.
You've got to be.
That bodes well for me. I've never been busier. I mean, I can't barely keep up with orders. I'm having to make house calls. I'm having to go to people's workplaces because they just don't have time to come to me.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to bring up your, anything bad for you, Beatrice, but when you started this thing, you didn't like feet. Has that changed at all now that you're so busy?
No, it hasn't changed at all.
Okay.
I still do not like feet.
Yeah.
I don't like touching people's feet, but I have come up with a few things that really help. Mm-hmm. One is that I wear gloves.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that's probably...
It's probably wise anyway.
Wise. And they're nice gloves. They're attractive gloves.
Like, are they like doctor's gloves or is it like
They're
welder's gloves?
They're almost like gardening gloves.
Gardening gloves, yeah. With little nubs.
Little nubs, and then they have some nice flower pattern on them, so they're very attractive and make me look almost more official.
Right.
Truth be told. And so that has helped tremendously. The other thing that helps is I have a little handkerchief in my pocket with some lavender oil on it.
Oh.
So before I see each new client, I pull it out. Lavender has a few... First of all, it smells really pretty.
Yeah.
Which kind of masks the foot smell. And also lavender is very calming.
Yes.
So it kind of calms my, feet.
Anxiety. Yeah.
And then the other thing is just visualization. When I look at people's feet, I don't really see feet now.
You see bananas?
No, I don't see bananas, Gary. No, that would be kind of odd.
Remote control cars?
No, I see...
Wiener dogs?
No, Gary.
Snails? They're longish. Well, sorry, go ahead. What did you see?
I see one of two things. I either see cronuts, which you might think is odd, because I would not, why would I?
I would imagine you'd be digging in.
Yeah, don't eat any of those cronuts.
Or bunnies.
Bunnies?
Yeah, fluffy bunnies.
That's nice.
I could see that, because usually they're wearing socks, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then what if you ironically sell somebody some bunny slippers?
Well, yeah, then that is kind of ironic.
Like a bunny inside of a bunny.
Yeah, it's very strange.
So it's going well, and
Yeah, I can see how me bringing up the fact of that could be banana. I could see how bananas are way different than bunnies.
Yeah, or a cronut. And I'm so busy. I'm scrambling to get my orders filled that I don't even have time to think how much I hate feet.
Oh, well, that's good.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So it's working out for me. Who knew?
Yeah. Who knew?
I bet you're like a master, or I bet you have a whole category listings of the different shaped lips and teeth.
Yeah, I do look at a lot of mouths. You know what I found? There is a little bit of a downside to this. Because, we watch video feeds from all around the world of people talking.
Right.
And to see like, oh, are they talking about something where they're going to be on the naughty list or they're going to be on the nice list? You know, it's like mostly kids. A lot of kids, you know, they have chocolate all around their mouths or Cheetos all around their mouths. You know, like they can use a good spit bath, as my mom used to say. If we had dirty faces, we'd get she'd lick her thumb and we'd get the old spit bath, which I don't recommend. But the thing I didn't know is, like, I got to find some way to exercise because I am sitting a lot. I am watching these, you know, hours and hours and hours. And, you know, it's really easy to have, speaking of Cheetos, my own bag of Cheetos there, eating while I'm watching these things and just making notes and things like that. So I need to get out. I need to exercise. I need to, you know, maybe I need a pair of running shoes or something from you.
Yeah. Or there's a few things that I have seen in some of the workshops that I think is really inventive. You know, out in the real world with full-size adults, they sit on yoga balls. It really helps your posture and your core.
Right.
You know, obviously we wouldn't even be able to get on top of a yoga ball.
Yeah,
They're way too big for us.
Would be hard.
But a normal child's bouncy ball,
Oh, that's a good idea.
you know, you could use as a yoga ball. That's one thing.
Yeah.
The other thing is, can you somehow attach your viewing device to a little treadmill
Interesting. I
Yeah,
love this
that
idea.
would
and be walking as you're watching?
I will-
the gym, just go down to the gym and take a look, because
Yeah.
all the ellipticals and the Stairmasters and the treadmills, they all have little screens attached.
This is such a great idea. I'm just hoping that Mr. Barrow will go for it.
Oh, well, if there's any expense involved.
Right.
Good
He won't
luck
go
Well, I
with
mean, like,
that.
I'll buy the ball. I mean,
the
like,
ball.
if it'll
You
work.
could probably go to
you
the
know.
toy shop and get one that's been punctured and repaired that
Yeah.
they can't give to a child. You
Right.
could probably just...
Well, I love that idea. I'm glad I brought it up because, you know, the old elf pants are getting a little snug. A little snug.
did notice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to know if both of you are going to be involved in the talent show. The talent show that's coming up September 16th. And everybody's welcome to sign up. I'm wondering what talents you guys are going to be bringing to the talent show.
Well,
I don't want to give anything away, Gary, but I have been past your mushroom hut, and I have seen you and your penguins out in front of your mushroom hut doing a little sort of marching band formation work.
Yes. We, the penguins and I, we've been really fascinated with the Chinese acrobats.
Oh, yeah.
So, and part of it is formation, and so part of what you're seeing is a drill. It's a prep drill. It's like it's when I call them to muster, and so they all stand in line, and we do some exercises to warm up. But we are. They convinced me that this is the way to go. This is the thing that they want to do, because I have enough of them to do some acrobatic feats.
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
yeah, I mean, you know, me and penguins, but even I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'll have to sit in the back row, of course, but yeah, I am looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Right, and then they also have like a small dragon costume, so you won't even know during some parts of the show.
That sounds adorable.
That they're penguins.
Wow.
So if you like dragons, which I know you do,
I'm excited.
You will never... I can't even believe what I'm about to tell you. Because, I mean, if you know me and you know what last year was like, and for anyone listening today, you know the trials and tribulations I had in the yo-yo lab.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to be doing... It's sort of a combination of yo-yo tricks
Wow.
What?
with some dance.
Yo-yo tricks and dance.
Yeah.
Yo-yo
Yeah.
tricks.
Yeah, it's not quite hip hop. It's sort of my own little hybrid. You may have seen me demonstrating some of those moves at that. Why did I even bring up that
Why
dance?
did you bring
Why
up
did
the-
I
you
bring
brought
up
up the
that
dance.
I don't know.
I can't believe it.
Well, I will blow past it, and I will say I'm looking forward to seeing you at the talent show
Thank you.
with your yo-yo dance. I, of course, will be watching from the back row. Because I think that's pretty safe. Me and Benny will be in the back row.
Yeah, thanks for the
Yeah, Benny, man, he'd be. I wouldn't even tell him.
Yeah, probably trigger warning for Beggy.
Serious
Benny.
trigger warning.
Yeah.
Are you going to be in the talent show?
I have picked up the ukulele, which, as you know, for an elf, is pretty much a full-size guitar.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have been
Wow.
learning a song, and I have written a song, and I'm going to sing my song
Oh,
at the talent show.
I cannot wait.
Yeah. It's a song that actually I started writing for Zeta, and then that whole thing happened.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I have just made a few lyric changes, and it's not a love song anymore. It's more of a story ballad about a man and a horse. So, but I started writing, like, the music I started writing with Zeta. It's very flowery and whatever, but then I just changed a few of the words. Now it's about a man and a horse.
Wow.
Yeah.
And a horse.
That sounds
Yeah,
very
it's called The
interesting.
Story of the Man and the Horse.
Oh, okay.
I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh yeah,
Who
me
knew?
too.
We had so much talent in this room.
Well, come on, we got the radio show.
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
yeah.
it's like us and Mrs. Claus. What else are we
Yeah.
gonna do?
Yeah, that's true.
Pedro.
I'm surprised
Oh,
that, speaking of
don't
Pedro,
now don't even get me.
Wait, what?
What? I thought he would-
What happened?
Well-
Sigh alert.
First of all,
something happened in August.
something, I was so flattered when he came to the station that day, the last episode that we had. Little taken aback by, some of his. I mean, you must know by now that I'm very squeamish.
Oh.
I mean, I don't like feet.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
kind of a clean
Yeah, pretty much. Yes.
freak, and I don't like unusual sounds or goopy things.
Yeah.
So Pedro's
His jar of lotion.
His jar.
that was
mystery
the
jar.
first thing. That was the first thing I was having a hard time getting past, because he insisted on at dinner. We went out for dinner, and at dinner he insisted on reciting and signing some things to me, and it just put me off my food. I mean, you know how I am.
Yeah.
about
Did he
that.
wipe his hands on a slice of French bread and offer it to you?
That was yes and.
Oh,
Okay, yes and.
because he's done that to me before in the mines, and it's
It
I
just-
almost gagged myself.
But I think, like, in the mines, it's a little rougher and ruggeder. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's
Like,
darker too, and you don't know what he's doing.
manners kind
I
of go
thought
out
he
the
was
window
using
in the
a knife.
mines.
At a
Right.
restaurant,
Yeah.
and you remember that other blind date I had, and the man who chewed his food.
Yes.
I just, maybe I just shouldn't have any dates that involve eating. But here's the other thing that was really shocking to me. For all this time since last year, I have just been going under the assumption that it was Pedro who sent me
Those letters.
those
Yeah.
love letters, those poems.
And, like, the
remember?
shopping, the shopping list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I've, just decided to bring it up and ask him. And he looked at me and he just, it was as if I had asked him an algebra question. He just looked dumbstruck and had no idea what I was talking about. So we're back to the mystery of who sent me.
The half love letters.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that it didn't work out with you and Pedro.
Yeah, me too.
But it's like what they say. It's like, there's other buses in the ocean or whatever. I don't know
Right.
quite what that is, what that term is.
Yeah,
but
I'm not sure but I don't
I
think
think
buses.
I think it's there's other birds in the cage.
yeah. Well, that's what they say in the mine.
There's
There's
other
other
turds in the bowl.
Well,
Okay.
that's
Harry.
I don't know.
Come
If
on.
they say that. Well, anyway, folks, you want to sign up for the talent show? Go see Matilda down at the front desk if you want to sign up for the talent show. And if you're not signing up to be in the talent show, definitely come see it, because there's going to be some ukulele, there's going to be some acrobatic penguins, and then there's going to be some yo-yo dancing, which I'm very excited to see.
Yeah.
The forecast coming up, we have snow tonight, continuing into tomorrow morning, and snow for the next 3 days. So be sure to bundle up. And that'll do it for this episode of Elf-Centered. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Gary.
And thanks for tuning in. I'm really... I kind of liked Pedro. I thought
I did too.
Well, I like Pedro a lot, but I get it. I understand. Like, some people can't have a thing about...
This episode of Elf-Centered was completely improvised by Jayne Entwistle, Chris Sheets, and Grant Baciocco. Gavin, Beatrice, and Gary were able to pick up Crispin's mail. To hear them search through it looking for clues to Crispin's disappearance, download the free Saturday Morning Media app for iOS and Android and click on the button that says bonus in the entry for this episode. For more information, visit SaturdayMorningMedia.com/app. Elf-Centered is a production of Saturday Morning Media, and it's made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who've gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly donation for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Merle Lafferty, Jeff Peterson, Dale Gadania, Stephen Staver, Jackie Klimo, Melissa Crawford, Dave Slesher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Conflin, Dorothy Baciocco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi from the Technorama Podcast, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wabshall, Twitter user Butzingear, a.k.a. Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Marino, Reed Loveland, Ivan Asquith, Vanessa Whitney, Janine Lee, Peggy Etra, Kristen Hogan of Squid Friends, David Akers, Zoe Palladino, Ellen Multari, Christopher Harris, Rachel Jackson of Vox Fobuli Puppets, Carolyn Weisner, John Petty, and Rachel Hansen. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media today to set up your donation. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave the show a review on iTunes. And while you're over there on iTunes, be sure to click that subscribe button. That way you'll get new episodes the moment they are released. Thank you so much for tuning in. Elf-Centered will be back soon. Elf-Centered is copyright 2017 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Baciocco, executive producer, all rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.